want to keep our homes clean, but sometimes professional help is needed.
One business has been helping with heavy-duty cleaning for decades. We put the business spotlight on the Aero Service team.
Chad is joining us now via Zoom. Hi, Chad. How are you?
Hi, I'm doing fine. Thank you for having me today.
You bet. Now, you're with Aero Services, which is a family-owned company. You've been family-owned since 1979. Can you just start out by telling us, how did your business get started?
Well, it started out with my dad and my mom. They actually purchased a business. It was a very small business, and they bought that in 1979, and then as the family grew, things just continued to progress along with the business, and I guess here we are, 41 years later, and there's just been a lot of change over that time. So we're quite a bit larger company now than we were back in 1979, and we can help a lot of people.
Yeah, and you guys, cover the gamut. Certainly, you help in situations of emergency, from fires to water, mold, even COVID cleans. Very serious stuff that can be very emotional for those people that are involved in that. So can you just kind of walk us through what it's like if we would call Aero Services after a fire in your home?
Okay, well, you would talk to someone at our office, whether it be during the day or at night. You'll talk to a manager if it's at night. We'll assess the situation over the phone, maybe get some photos or do a little bit of a collection using some of these newer technology like we're using today to figure out what's going on, what kind of equipment needs there are immediately. And then just kind of go from there and use the best industry practices we can to get you back up and running in the best time frame possible, making sure we're making all the right decisions along the way.
Are homeowners ever surprised at what can be salvageable, considering how extreme the damage is?
I think there's more surprise on the content side of the business than on the structure side. I think sometimes people worry that things can't be fixed, but in reality, any structure can be fixed. It's just a matter of how far you got to dig into it. But the thing where I see the real surprise is when people have their sentimental value things and we're able to get them back to them in good order, and it seems to be one of the most rewarding things that we end up doing.
Now, with the water loss, I remember when Kirkwood Mall had some flooding and how intense that was, and they were closed down for a while. Aero Services responded to that too, right? What was that like?
Well, actually, I wasn't there that day, but I seen a lot of videos, some news footage, some TV footage, and then we ended up taking the lead on that. And I think it was a couple of weeks before we got everything kind of finished up with the dry down demo and things like that. But that was a pretty surreal thing. I was there the day after it happened, and there was a lot of moving parts and a lot of people involved, a lot of stores, a lot of people that had a lot of questions.
Yeah. Knowing that there's an option for COVID cleans, I think is pretty interesting. Can you walk me through what is offered for one of those?
Well, I mean, it's nothing really too terribly scientific. It's just similar. What we do is similar to what they do at a hospital or any medical facility when they move like one patient from a room to the next, basically just cleaning everything so that there's not a chance of, leaving a whole lot of viral load in the room or the area that someone was potentially sick at before.
Yeah, I'm sure it gives a lot of peace of mind, certainly. Overall, Chad, why do you think people turn to Aero Services? And if they haven't, why should they?
Well, I mean, we're a family-owned company. We've been around a really long time. We do a good job. We put the family on every job in that aspect. We have a large crew, so we can get out there, and we have teams that are set up just for emergencies or people that just do painting or people that just do repairs. And so when you're dealing with us, you're dealing with a very specific group of people that do certain tasks very well. And I think that's something that sets us apart from most.
And what do you think about, you've been there since high school, is that right?
Yeah, I've been working on and off since I was actually in junior high. Started cleaning carpets with my dad, and one of the employees that's actually still there. We were cleaning carpets together back in the mid-90s. A lot has changed since then, a lot more going on, but still the same principles.
Thank you so much, Chad. And of course, if you'd like more information on Aero Service Cleaning, make sure you check out their website, aeroserviceteam.com. Thank you, Chad.